Welcome to the Brand Ambassador Select podcast. I'm your host, Lenore. Today we're heading to the financial wheel where we'll touch upon 4 topics of concern: your money, your home, your family, and everyone's future. It's imperative to have a game plan to push through uncertain times, and our guest today will definitely help with that. Now, I understand finances is difficult. You'd think that after years of dinner discussions and car rides with my family regarding my financial well-being, that I actually would know everything and anything, but the truth is that I still have so many questions, and sometimes I just don't understand what they're talking about. It's like a whole other language. So today, we're here to kind of bridge that gap between what we don't know and what we need to know to better ourselves for the future. If not now, then when? So with social distancing becoming imperative, we're Skyping in our guest today. RobertGleason is currently an agency manager with Allstate. He'll explain how to save money through bundling your home and auto insurance together, along with additional tips and products to help. Hi, Rob. Welcome to the show.
Hey, Lenore. Thanks for having me.
So thanks for joining us today. And I know you're via Skype and everything, so I hope you're doing well. But can I ask you a couple questions?
Yeah, absolutely.
So what are some of the scenarios that you've encountered during this recent week and some of the biggest challenges facing in the insurance industry?
So that's a great question, Lenore. So within the last week, I think us as a community, as a world, we've gone through a lot, and it's kind of changing day by day. But for us as an office here, one of the more challenges that we had to face was that we kind of had to go remote, like a lot of people. And to take a business where we're very team-centric, working as a team, we all work together, have one sales goal, and then to just kind of break that team bond and go remote was one of the hurdles that we had to kind of overcome. So we had to keep the team-centric going while staying remote, being in the confines of our home, and that was kind of difficult. But everyone on our team is awesome. They took to it really, really well. We're still really connected, and we actually just made our sales numbers even with all this going on. So
Perfect.
It's a really good thing. I'm really, really proud of my team.
Yeah, no, that's an awesome accomplishment, especially because a lot of businesses are trying to figure out if they can even just say break even during this time.
Right.
So one of the easiest and most common ways to save money on insurance is by bundling your home and auto together with one company. But that always doesn't mean that it's going to be the cheapest option. So what are some benefits of bundling your insurances, especially today when we're concerned about our financial stability?
Right. That's a great question. I mean, bundling in general is just a great way to save money. Companies, no matter the company, offers great discounts when you bundle all your policies with that company. But there's not one company that's cheaper than the other. I wouldn't say one kind of company fits all per se. It all depends upon risk and who you are as a consumer. But one of the most beneficial things that you can do as a customer is to get in contact with an insurance agent that has a lot of companies to their disposal. Because that's going to allow you a couple things. Number one, it's going to allow them as the insurance agent to kind of shop around your insurance policy to find you the cheapest rate possible. Especially in today's climate, it's great to save money. But then number two, by having it's kind of like a compound effect. Not only are you going to get the cheapest rate possible, but then you're also going to get the greatest customer service because you're still going to keep all those policies with that one office. So, with a lot of uncertainties, I know there's heavy call volumes, especially to some of the larger companies. The wait times are crazy. My staff, we're normally a local office right in Colts Neck, right around the corner in Delicious Orchards. But, we're all answering the phones all day. I had a great team of 8. Again, my staff is tremendous. I can't, compliment them enough. But we're all answering the phone. So there's really no wait times. We're constantly answering, and then we're just, transferring lines between our cell phones. We all have a nice app that goes to our cell phones here. But by having a local agent, you're kind of cutting out that crazy wait time while also saving money.
Perfect. I hate waiting for 2 hours on the Beethoven music in the background. Definitely not ideal.
We don't have the Beethoven music in the background either. We got some kind of little chime going on. But to answer your second question, because I think you asked also what are the benefits of kind of bundling when they're worried about their financial stability. Bundling, like I said, great way to save. And when you're saving money, it's kind of freeing up cash flow I know the pandemic had an unfortunate negative impact on a lot of businesses, a lot of individuals. Money's really tight right now. So, saving money on your insurance is a great way to just kind of free up some cash flow, especially today.
Now, what policies do you have to offer to make somebody a little bit more comfortable during this event? Like, if I'm young, have a family, but not financially stable, like, is life insurance good? Or, like, say I'm fresh out of school and adding to the workforce, like, what coverage do I actually need?
It's great. I mean, everyone's scenario is a little different. Life insurance is definitely a great tool to have, no matter, what your scenario is, because the younger you are, the cheaper it is. So in the long term, it benefit you overall. Even let's say you're fresh out of school, everyone doesn't have aspirations to, live in their parents' house for the rest of their life. No, they want to go buy a house. That means you're possibly going to get a mortgage, car loans, start your own family. So the earlier you get it on, the more beneficial it's going to be to you. Absolutely. And, there's a lot of great products out there, especially when it comes to life insurance. One of the more popular options that we have right now, given the whole pandemic and kind of everyone's confined to their house, is called our Allstate's Basic Term Policy.
Okay.
And the Basic Term Policy, what it is like no medical life insurance. So all we do is we answer a couple questions over the phone. It takes about 10 minutes. And you don't have to go get blood work. You don't have to leave your house. It's a simple issue, and it's a really good and affordable way to get coverage. Today's, I know a lot of nurses have been calling me because they're working in the hospitals, and everything like that. So it's been important, and then people realize, and you don't want to. The one thing I stress enough, even though we're kind of facing the pandemic right now, you don't want to wait until it's too late. Whether it's a personal health issue or you got this global pandemic going on.
Always better to be
health-based,
prepared.
so you want to do it when you're young and healthy. Right. Being prepared is key.
And one last question, Rob. Why is it important to actually call your agent and question them about your annual policies and trying to get it down?
Right. So I'm a big advocate of what they call an insurance review. So an insurance review, there's not a specific question that you want to ask your insurance agent saying, hey, should we look at this? I look at everything from A to Z, whether it's, your auto policy, your home policy, any kind of liability policy. You should really kind of go line by line, I would say once a year, and kind of check the coverages. There's a lot of different things that you can do. Maybe you don't need a certain coverage. Maybe for home, for example, you're kind of further inland. So, maybe a windstorm or let's say a hurricane deductible is not really a concern to you. Maybe you'll bump those to kind of save some money there. Or maybe let's say you're closer to the coast, opposite effect. But there's not one scenario fits all, but the insurance review is extremely important because it's going to allow you to make sure you have the proper coverage, number one. And then number two, it makes sure that you have obviously a competitive premium. So you're really going to want to look for that savings there.
Well, thank you for making me feel a little bit more comfortable and less scared. You answered most of my personal questions, so I'm sure everybody listening had some of them as well. Is there anything else you'd like to share with us while you're here today?
Yeah, I just want to say, I know there's a lot going on right now. Everyone's really concerned, especially, our office has been getting a lot of calls, even making payments and stuff. If that's a concern, call your insurance agent, call your company. We're all going through this together, myself included, my family. It's not like you're alone in this. We're all, one big community. So definitely give them a call. And, if you need any kind of, looking for an insurance review, want to review your products, my team, my staff here, we're still working. We're working from home, but we want to make sure that, all our customers are taken care of. If there's anything that we can do in any way, whether it's, a question about insurance or even a question not about insurance, we're all happy to help.
Well, great. Thank you for joining us today. If you have any other questions and you want to reach out to Rob, all of his information is in our link below in our bio. Next time, Rob, you have to actually come into the studio and we'll hang out here.
Sounds good, Lenore. Thanks for having me.
Thanks for joining us today.